Steve, can you share any, I don't know, maybe success stories or anecdotes of laundry owners who have embraced technology? Anything that stands out in your mind right now?
I always go back to the same story, and it's actually very early on, but I
Mhm.
think it's telling and it's been repeated many times over the years, is that very early on, when we were trying to convince people that you didn't need to use quarters, and at that time there were no hybrid payments. It was just, do you want to go all card, loyalty card, and all the benefits associated with that. We came out, and my father and I came out and visited a store owner that had, I think, near 30 locations. And this gentleman worked very hard, and he really had a very small team, but he did a lot of the work himself. And because of traffic, he would start his day at 3 a.m. so that he could, run around to locations, and he basically just collected and collected. If he could fix a machine in 5 minutes, he would. Otherwise, he would have to call somebody.
Mhm.
But when I met him, he looked exhausted. And it was from years and years of just working really hard. And frankly, during the presentation that we gave him, I think he might have actually dozed off. He was so tired. We caught him a little later in the day when he's about finishing up with all of his collections.
Right.
And frankly, I thought he was disinterested during the presentation. But, a number of weeks later, we got a call that says he wants to give it a try. And so he retrofitted, and over the course of the next 5 or 6 years, he had a lot of stores. He started to retrofit and add payment systems. And I met him, in person again, many years later, and he, in not so many words, or and maybe more words, basically told me that we gave him his life back, or the
Yeah.
idea of this gave him a
Yeah.
life back, that he could still operate these businesses that were good to him, but he
Hmm.
didn't have to kill himself. He didn't have to work
Yeah.
himself ragged. And I think that's
Hmm.
something that, from a, again, from a way of life, how do you want to live your life when you're running a business like this? Make certain decisions that are going to, give you the business that you were hoping to have.
Hmm.
And he found us, um, and he found the solution that we provided as a way to get his life back.
Right. That work-life balance or that
There you go.
business life balance. Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
a great story. That's a great
Mhm.
story, Steve.